Prioritize your list. Rank your list in terms of intensity. Read your lists and rank them in terms of intensity. When you think about, for example, the father you never knew because he abandoned you when you were still in your mother's womb or when you were a little kid, how do you feel about that? How intense is the emotion? What kind of emotions do you feel? Do this for all the things that you have listed. This is going to take some time. It's easy to look at what you've written at face value. It's very tempting to think that if you remember certain memories as being emotionally intensive, then that's that. You might want to do things differently. Give yourself the opportunity to really feel the emotion. How intense is it? Is it consistently high? Are you sure this is not just a one-time thing? Are you sure that you're not remembering a memory? Those can be quite tricky. The emotions have to flash in your mind the moment you think about these memories. You can't think about being angry in the past about that memory. That doesn't work. It has to be a first-hand emotional experience. Give yourself time to adequately gauge intensity. Since you're going through each item and each has its own unique emotional impact on you, give yourself some time to do this. Think through each item on the list. Now that you have given yourself time to adequately gauge or appraise the intensity of the emotions of your memories, you need to take one extra step. This is a very important step. Avoid the tendency to read into the intensity of your emotions. In plain English, this means that the emotions have to be intense in and of themselves. The moment you think about something, intense emotions have to flash in your mind. That's how immediate it should be. Avoid thinking about situations where you're thinking about something, and then the fact that you are thinking about it and you start feeling bad about the memory, and then it starts getting really intense. The intense emotions you're feeling are not really about the memory itself, but the act of you going over the memory. Do you see the difference? One of these situations has something to do with the actual facts of the memory. The other is just your interpretation of those facts. Again, there's a big difference. Be completely honest. Please understand that you're not trying to impress anybody here. You're not trying to prove something. You're not trying to be some sort of role model. Nobody's watching. Nobody's going to see your list. So it's extremely important that you be completely honest with yourself. Because if you're not honest or if you somehow hold back, the only person that would suffer is you. And ultimately, other people around you, namely your loved ones, will suffer as well. So be completely honest about your prioritization and ranking of these anxieties.